Coming up next on This Week in Torrance, that old piece of electronics sitting around your house might be hazardous waste. We'll show you a free program that helps dispose of it properly. Plus, a South Bay Mini Cooper dealership celebrates its grand opening and makes a huge donation in the process. Then we'll show you a program that takes a hands-on approach to make learning fun. And an Eagle Scout project brings a welcome addition to Wilson Park and the Southern California Live Steamers. These stories and much more just seconds away. Your local news starts right now. Hello, everybody, and welcome to This Week in Torrance. I'm Ben McCain. Thanks for joining us. Here are your top stories. Well, the Torrance Chamber of Commerce held their first annual Business Awards ceremony where one company and one school set a record with the longest partnership in the city to date. Here's Deja Charles with the story.
Torrance Chamber of Commerce made big moves at the first inaugural and Business Awards celebration. New business owners were sworn in, and while one director finished his term, another began. In addition to the new businesses joining the chamber, veteran members were being acknowledged for their years of dedication and support in the community. One award shed light on a quarter-century partnership that inspired many.
Toyota and North High have had a partnership, I can't believe it, for going on 25 years now. And it's been very fruitful for both of us.
The city began a partnership program between schools and businesses to prepare students for real-life responsibilities in the workforce. Underwood has been with Toyota Motors since the beginning of the partnership and is pleased to see how far the relationship has brought both Toyota and North High.
The business and the school is just such a natural alliance to help and serve one another, and I think the Torrance Chamber recognizes that. So we feel very honored that they would recognize our partnership.
The school and business partnership is at 100% participation. North High School Principal Matthew Horvath says Underwood and the Toyota staff are always taking on projects to invest in the school, including the most recent.
They've given us $35,000 to fund a new STEM lab that will be going into our library.
Other recipients, like Dick Rosberg, who received the Most Uniquely Torrance Award with his family, shared in Horvath's thoughts and says these are the kinds of relationships that are the foundation of the community.
The community, by the way, by Mr. Torrance, who founded the community, was based on commercial, industry, and residential, and that we should all be together. And as a result, I think we have the greatest city in the world.
This being the first year of the award ceremony can only mean more partnerships to celebrate in the future. For This Week in Torrance, I'm Deja Charles.
Thank you, Deja. The installation ceremony was a private affair for the install business owners who were accompanied by close family and friends. Summertime is here and school is out. It's the perfect time to start gaining the experience needed to get ahead in the workforce. Here's Shannon Murphy to tell you about a local program benefiting both businesses and young job seekers.
We are looking to help students find jobs right now for the summer, to just give them some basic work experience so they can begin to look at a career path for themselves.
Pacific Gateway kicked off its Hire a Youth Summer Internship and Employment Program, which offers benefits to both the employer and employee.
Young adults get a job, the businesses get somebody that's in essence free labor for 100 hours over 2 months. The young adults learn how to work and possibly might land a job with the company they're internship with.
The program provides young adults from 16 to 24 with valuable work experience and provides businesses with eager workers who have obtained a National Work Readiness Credential.
Well, I'm here today to talk about the National Work Readiness Credential class and how it helped me throughout my work experience.
Young adults and business owners shared their stories on how effective the program is.
Pacific Gateway's been great. They've helped us train and place 2 people, my manager, and then our most recent hire, a cashier, concierge individual. So our experience has been great.
With California unemployment still at a high 9%, it's programs like these that are helping to find a solution.
Pacific Gateway, who are placing people, placing young men and women in the workforce, and trying to put people together so that we can create jobs and careers.
For This Week in Torrance, I'm Shannon Murphy.
Thanks, Shannon. This year's Hire a Youth program is looking to place 25 young adults with jobs or internships. For more information or to get involved with the program, call 562-570-4705. A council member took some proactive measures after he learned some alarming statistics about foster care in Torrance. Here with that story is reporter Juanita Adame.
Imagine this, a 5 or 6-year-old child spending the night in an office building because they have no place to go.
We have a center where the children can go evening by evening, but it's not a home setting.
As an adoption supervisor, Maureen Small has seen this scenario one too many times. And although these visiting centers do provide shelter, they are by no means a place that these kids can call home.
Do they wear pajamas there? Do they have a routine? And we all know, how important a routine is for a child. Or is there anyone that reads a story? Or can they brush their teeth? I'm just thinking of the practicals, and it's very sad.
In the past year alone, 145 children from the city of Torrance were removed from their homes and placed into foster care. This is not counting the more than 1,500 cases of children who currently have no place to stay. These numbers were so alarming to Councilmember Pat Fury that he decided it was time to take action and let people know exactly what was going on.
This is a foster care information meeting, and hopefully with the help of the PTAs in Torrance, as well as the Department of Children and Family Services and all the different agencies that came here today, we'll be able to find some foster care providers in the city of Torrance.
Agencies like ChildNet and Optimist Youth and Family Home came and shared information with people who are interested in becoming foster parents.
We wanted to be able to answer any questions they might have, any concerns about foster care and what it takes to become a foster parent, and really what the process is and how rewarding it is.
For foster parents coming in, we definitely look to someone that has integrity and character, someone that not only has just a bed in their home, but someone that's willing to advocate, role model, and support the child.
And even with all this information provided, Maureen says it comes down to just helping a child who needs a home.
Many times you think, I need to be perfect, or I'm not the perfect parent, but when I think of, the option of them spending the nights in a place without, a family around them or somebody caring about them or providing that routine, I think, it will help you to think through it.
For This Week in Torrance, I'm Juanita Adame.
Thanks, Juanita. If you would like more information about becoming a foster parent, contact Optimist Youth and Family Services at 877-74-YOUTH. Not sure what to do with all the electronic or other potentially hazardous waste you might have laying around your house? Well, the LA County Public Works and Sanitation have been working closely with officials from Torrance to help take care of that problem for the 25th consecutive year. Dozens of cars lined up at American Honda off Torrance Boulevard to offload light bulbs, old TVs, paint, and other hazardous and electronic waste. This free recycling event is designed to create a convenient way to dispose of your waste with a simple drive-up and drop-off system. All you had to do was pull your car up to the drop-off area, and your packed-up materials were removed quickly and safely. From there, items were sorted accordingly for proper disposal. The event at American Honda was a huge success as they were able to serve more than 1,000 households by collecting over 5,500 gallons of liquid waste and 25,000 pounds of electronic and other hazardous waste. Now, to check out other upcoming waste roundups in your area, call 888-CLEAN-LA or visit lacsd.org and follow the links to the Household Hazardous and EWaste program. Recycling is also taking a big part in Torrance Unified Elementary Schools with a program called Going the Extra Mile, sponsored by P&R Paper Supply. The program helps reduce the carbon footprint by recycling lunchtime foam trays instead of throwing them away. All students have to do is shake off any excess food from the tray and then place them in the appropriate boxes for collection. From there, they are taken to recycling centers so they can be used to make picture frames and crown molding. This year's students have recycled more than 95,000 trays. Well, the mayor and city council members were back in session this week. Here's an update on the latest meeting. Philip Ramirez was honored on his retirement after serving 27 years with the city. Ramirez worked in the General Services Department and has built cabinets for virtually every city facility, as well as constructing the circular reception desk in the lobby of the city manager's office. The mayor introduced the students participating in this year's Sister City Cultural Arts Exchange program with Kashiwa, Japan. Started in 1974, the program allows students to travel to Kashiwa for 3 weeks to learn about the culture and customs of Japan. In exchange, Kashiwa students visit Torrance for 3 weeks to learn more about life in the United States. 16 Torrance Unified School District middle school students were recognized as scholarship recipients to attend the Tech Trek Service and Math Camp. The selected students will attend a week-long camp at UC San Diego, Santa Barbara, or Whittier College to help inspire and educate them in STEM subjects. The Pacific Gateway Workforce Investment Network provided a presentation and 90-day update of their work in providing employment and training services to businesses and residents of Torrance. The South Bay Entrepreneurial Center provided a presentation and update on their accomplishments and future goals, including creating jobs and businesses in Torrance. The Office of Economic Development made a presentation and update on their work of equipping new and existing businesses with valuable services and information to continue the economic success of Torrance. You can catch replays of this week's council meeting right here on CitiCABLE 3 on Time Warner Cable or Verizon Fios Channel 31 every Wednesday and Thursday at 10 p.m. and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. You can also watch online at torranceca.gov. Coming up, are you heading out to the water this summer? We have some important safety information you won't want to miss. And don't wait until it's too late. We'll bring you the story of a breast cancer survivor and her words of advice.
Think you found every hazard out here today? Think again. The spot you missed could be a killer. That spot on your skin could be skin cancer. Fact is, if you're a man over 50, you're in a group most likely to develop skin cancer, including melanoma, the kind that kills one person every hour. 1 in 5 Americans is likely to develop a form of skin cancer during their lifetime. That's why your best shot is to check for a spot. It's easy. Follow through and check your skin. It could be the save of a lifetime. Go to spotskincancer.org to find out how. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
One of the largest Mini Cooper dealers in the nation has its grand opening in Torrance, and it helps change the lives of kids in need. Reporter Jennifer Hua has more on the story.
1, 2, 3.
After 18 months of renovation, the South Bay Mini Cooper dealer held an exciting grand opening for the Torrance community. It was a memorable event for many people, but particularly for a raffle winner who received a set of keys that would open the doors to a brand new 2012 coupe.
We bought the tickets, put them in there, and didn't really think that much more about it. What are the odds of us winning? But it's for a good cause. It's going to help the clinic, so of course we're going to, help out. And then my wife calls and says, "Are you sitting down? Guess what? you just won the car."
South Bay Mini initially donated this car as a charity gift to the Pediatric Therapy Network's fundraising campaign.
We became involved with the Pediatric Therapy Network as a store. We'd get them holiday presents and realized that they were short on hitting their budget. So a friend of mine and I worked out getting in there and giving away a car.
For 2 months, the dealership helped the Pediatric Center with raffle ticket sales. As a result, almost $50,000 were raised to help provide services for children with special needs.
What we saw was this commitment to excellence, this relationship building, this concern, the care, the passion. So I know that these are core values of this business.
South Bay Mini may be a new business in town, but for many people, it has already made a positive impact on the city.
It's truly a great thing for the city of Torrance when businesses open in the community and want to partner and help make the community a better place.
For This Week in Torrance, I'm Jennifer Hua.
Thank you, Jennifer. With the new location, the Mini Cooper dealer opened up about 20 jobs for the city. It currently employs close to 40 people, but there are future plans to either double or triple that amount as business picks up. Kids in Torrance got to take home some edible treats that they created when the Simon Kid Gets Club came through town. But it wasn't just fun and games, it was also learning. Here's Juanita Adami with the story.
It's the age-old question of how to make learning fun. The Simon Kid Gets Club may have found the answer. They hosted their super-duper Lil Chefs Event at the Del Amo Fashion Center, and those who attended were not disappointed. The Lil Chefs Event is an interactive and fun program created to improve learning skills through hands-on culinary projects like frosting and decorating cookies and making pasta shell necklaces. Lil Chefs is part of the Kid Gets interactive series of educational events. The culinary program is on tour entertaining families across the nation. Simon Kid Gets offers other programs including reading hours, book blast, and even pirate parties. Kids who attended also got to color and even cut out and decorated their own culinary chef's hats. At the end of the day, kids had smiles from ear to ear as they took home their creations, goodie bags, and most importantly, their new learning skills. For This Week in Torrance, I'm Juanita Adame.
Thank you, Juanita. For more information on the Simon Kid Gets Club and their upcoming events, visit simon.com/kidgets. The water is warming up thanks to summer and our great California weather. If you plan on hitting the beaches or taking a dip in the pool, it's always important to play it safe. Reporter Jennifer Hua has a two-part series to tell us how to stay safe during a visit to the water. First up, we'll hit the pool to cool off.
More people are jumping into pools to cool off from the summer heat, but what can seem like fun can also be fatal.
A lot of it has to do with people not having the technique and the educational background in water safety or swimming lessons.
The local YMCA is making sure the community stays safe by educating kids on different safety procedures in their year-round swim program. In addition to learning swim basics, they are also taught the different rules that should always be followed in a pool.
Always be supervised, that's the number one, and never swim alone. And then there are basic pool rules, no diving into a shallow pool or the shallow end of a pool, no running, and things of that nature.
Even with these rules, accidents still always occur, but the program shows children how they can save someone who might be drowning.
A reaching assist, basically the kid will lay down on their belly or the adult and they'll reach out with anything they can. Most commonly we use is a noodle because those are found around the pool, but you can use a tree branch, a broomstick, anything that will extend your reach from your arm out to the victim.
If a person is too far out of reach, the throwing assist is another method that can be used to bring a victim to safety.
They don't go in the water and they would throw anything that floats. So it could be a beach ball, it could be a life jacket, it could be a kickboard.
So far, the children have only had to practice these safety methods during their weekly lessons, but these practices can one day make them a hero.
They prepare them for real life situations. Use the knowledge that we give you here and basically progress and use that to save other people.
For This Week in Torrance, I'm Jennifer Hua.
Thank you, Jennifer. The YMCA has different swim programs for all age groups, including teens and adults. Each program is about 5 weeks long. Anyone interested in the classes can register in person or online at ymcala.org. Be sure to tune in next week when Jennifer takes us to the beach and tells us how to stay safe in the surf. According to the American Cancer Society, breast cancer claimed the lives of nearly 40,000 women in 2011 alone. Awareness is as important now than it's ever been. Here's Deja Charles with the story.
Carolyn Beidler considers herself to be an active kind of woman. Playing tennis competitively for 20 years allowed her to make it a career in El Camino College's athletic department. But Beidler became the main character of a story, one she thought she'd never have to tell.
Right after the first treatment, it was just before I was going to get my second treatment, I took a shower and I had a full set of hair. Came out, lost my ear, didn't have anything.
In 2009, Byler had been avoiding a mammogram her doctor insisted she get. After her doctor refused to fill her prescriptions, she followed orders 6 months later.
When I went down to get my mammogram, and they did it, and you can tell with the nurse that something was wrong when she was doing it, because she took this one breast and did it about maybe 15 times.
The mammogram revealed cancer found in her left breast, which was removed via lumpectomy. Torrance Memorial's Breast Diagnostic Center's oncologist and author David Chan says media reports about celebrities taking proactive measures have brought awareness to breast cancer, but only to 5 or 10% of cases caused by the BRCA1 mutated gene, which increases chances of diagnosis.
We're seeing a lot of breast cancers not because of the inherited risk, not because of BRCA genes, but because of socioeconomic factors.
These factors, he says, are found in industrialized countries, where women procrastinate caring for their health due to careers and having children later.
Having children late, not breastfeeding for 1 or 2 years, not having multiple children, as a society puts us at a higher risk to get breast cancer.
There's a lot of debate over when and how often a woman should get a mammogram. Dr. Chan suggests the age of 40, which is recommended by the American Cancer Society.
If you follow that advice, what you find is that you might not necessarily have a higher cure rate, but you have a much higher chance of avoiding a mastectomy, and you have a much higher chance of avoiding chemotherapy.
As Dr. Chan has stated, if you feel anything abnormal, your best bet is to come, make an appointment, and get checked out, because if caught early, breast cancer is usually curable. And from the mouth of a survivor,
please don't procrastinate like I did. Have your mammogram done, stay in shape, and eat the right food.
For This Week in Torrance, I'm Deja Charles.
Thank you, Deja. The Torrance Memorial Breast Cancer Diagnostic Center hosts classes to show women how to examine themselves for possible symptoms annually. The next date for exams will be September 19th. The class sessions are private and free. For more information, please visit torrancememorial.org. Coming up after the break, we'll visit Wilson Park and find out how a Torrance Scout earns his Eagle rank.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
That moment?
It was a moment that changed my life. I'd been training with my team for months, and now we had been called up for the first time. The real deal. Wildfires were getting dangerously close to homes. At that moment, I got my first taste of just how important the Guard is to my community.
See how the Guard can be an important part of your life at NationalGuard.com.
We have a job to do out here today.
To be a winning team, you have to work like a winning team.
My team depends on me.
And my team is 50,000 strong.
Looks like a lot of work's going into this. This is what it feels like to be part of a team.
A winning team.
The Action Team.
Get in on the action at actionteam.org. Are you in?
Took it down. Attention filmmakers, the submission deadline of July 31st is quickly approaching for the Torrance Public Library Video Challenge. To enter, library users should create a video between 3 and 7 minutes long on why the Torrance Library is important to you for educational, recreational, business, and cultural needs. By entering, you will have a chance to win an award, have your film featured on Torrance CitiCABLE and the library website. For all of the contest rules and deadlines, visit torranceca.gov/library/video contest. Love the Torrance Library. Now let's go out to the sports desk where Juan Hernandez has a preview of what's to come. Juan, what do you have for us?
Hey there, Ben. How's it going? Good to see you here with us on the show. This week at the Sports Desk, we got a guest in studio bringing you the lowdown on the El Camino Warriors' outlook on the gridiron for 2013. That and another page from our 2013-2012 prep yearbook. It's the North Saxons as we revisit what we were calling the Big Three here in Torrance. Air George, Mikey, Gerardo, and Devontae Jenkins. all back on the highlight reels. And I can't forget a special announcement on the show this week. The Sports Desk is going to be a part of the Surfing for a Cure Surf Relay this weekend, Sunday, June 23rd at Torrance Beach. We're helping the Everlasting Smiles Foundation raise money for an amazing cause, and we'll have all the details for you to get involved, whether it's coming down to the beach, make a donation, or maybe a little bit of both. 4 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. every day. It's the Sports Desk here on CitiCABLE 3. Back to you.
Thanks, Juan. Wilson Park and the Southern California Live Steamers have a new addition that helped a local scout earn the coveted Eagle rank. Here's Deja Charles with the story.
Eagle Scouts of Troop 873 are completing their end of the school year projects, but this assignment was bigger than expected.
They've been doing a lot of remodeling recently, so we were thinking maybe we could put in a flagpole for them, and it sort of worked itself out, and we got a flagpole in, and we were able to do a major project for them.
Finlayson and his troop members are helping the Southern California Live Steamers that have a train system in Wilson Park for the youth. This project was spearheaded by Finlayson as his final service project.
In order to earn an Eagle rank, they complete a service project, and that service project has to be, the definition is basically meaningful service for a beneficiary. And what John has chosen to do is to work with the Southern California Live Steamers here at Wilson Park to erect this flagpole.
Finlayson and the troop raised money through fundraisers and support of family to purchase the 35-foot flagpole. The staff at Live Steamers are ecstatic about the project and what John has done for them.
It's a beautiful flagpole. The scouts came down, dug the hole for the foundation, took up fundraising to pay for the flagpole, and installed it, and they did a really great job.
Unlike other poles, this one has modern features making it more convenient for both Live Steamers and the park.
Looked at the flagpole, it is amazing. It's a 35-foot flagpole that goes 5 feet into the ground. It has a locking mechanism so that it's tamper-proof, and it'll actually show a little bit more visibility to the Live Steamers.
So when you spend your Saturdays cruising these tracks, don't forget to look up and admire the 35-foot project brought to life by Finlayson and his troop. For This Week in Torrance, I'm Deja Charles.
Thank you, Deja. The Southern California Live Steamers is open for train rides on the first Sunday and third Saturday of every month. Along with the train rides, they also teach train safety for both riders and pedestrians. You can visit them online at SouthernCaliforniaLiveSteamers.com. And for more information on the Boy Scouts of America, go to scouting.org. Well, that's going to do it for us on This Week in Torrance. I'm Ben McCain. If you've missed any portion of our show, you can catch us again at 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.